Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the Best Buy exclusive 4K Steelbook edition of The Lost Boys. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365. Okay, The Lost Boys is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Warner Brothers. It comes in a standard slipcover edition, available at your local and online retailers, as well as a Best Buy exclusive steelbook. Now, when it comes to the film itself, I have to admit, I was a little bit late getting on board the Lost Boys train. It came out in the mid to late 80s, and I didn't watch it until I would say about 10 years later. But that's not to say I wasn't aware of the film. It was just one of those, at that time in my life, I wasn't really into vampire films. And, you know, I've just had other things going on. But when I did watch it, I enjoyed it. It definitely enjoys some sort of, it has a little bit of a cult status, but it's also popular in pop culture, especially nowadays. People look back on it very fondly. I will say it's shot beautifully. It has some great locations. Characters are excellent. And I do like, you know, the acting in it. I think it really works. It's just not something for me personally I go back to very frequently. Maybe every few years I get an itch to watch it. But I know there are a lot of diehard fans that enjoy this one. And you know, there's a lot to enjoy about it. It's got a great spin on the vampire mythology. And, you know, it's even, as I said, it's got its place in popular culture. A lot of media since then has borrowed from this film. And of course, Kiefer Sutherland. I mean, he makes a great bad guy. I would say he made one of the best 80s type bad guys. If you put a top 10 list, he would definitely be on there. But you know, some of our main characters, you know, they went on to various careers. Some are no longer with us. But yeah, I like it. It's fun, it's enjoyable, and it was really nice revisiting this one on 4K. Alright, we're going to talk about the picture quality and the audio in just a moment, but first, let's do a quick unboxing of the Steelbook. Okay, we have the Best Buy exclusive 4K Steelbook edition of The Lost Boys. Not loving the artwork, but comparing to the slipcover, this one's just a little bit better. And it's got, you know, it's got a nice finish to it, so yeah, I think it's fine. And then we have the back. And the spine. And interior, no artwork on the discs themselves, just inside the case. So yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. The Lost Boys on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has a 240:1 aspect ratio with native 4K resolution, and it is graded with HDR10. The transfer used for this release is another winner from Warner Brothers. There is a very fine layer of film grain. It looks cinematic and appropriate. The source used here is free from any imperfections or blemishes. In fact, there are some scenes throughout the movie that look like it could have literally been shot yesterday. Much of the film's color palette looks decidedly warm, done stylistically through various lighting and atmospheric choices. With the HDR grading, it's even more prevalent. The daytime scenes of Santa Carla are at times stunning, visually pleasing, very much so to the viewer. Enhancements can be found at both the boardwalk at night with the various neon lighting, as well as daytime scenes with the vistas overlooking the ocean. 80s clothing is vibrant. This really feels like the decade tailor-made for the color pop with HDR. In the film's climax, the red lighting is strong, but it does stray a little bit over the line of occasional bleeding. Even on a professionally calibrated set, it's going to be noticeable. The film relies a lot on strong black levels, and it largely succeeds in this area. Night sequences are inky black, with shadow detail coming through well, minus 1 or 2 spots of black crush. It's nothing particularly concerning, but sensitive viewers will no doubt notice. The 4K resolution allows for nice gains in close-up textures. David and the other vampires look even more menacing in 4K, and once again, that wonderful 80s style clothing comes across even better. A few stylistic soft spots are evident, but these were part of how it was shot, so it shouldn't raise an eyebrow with longtime fans of the film. The Lost Boys on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a DTS 5.1 audio mix. I do have to say, I'm a little disappointed they decided not to upgrade the audio to a brand new Dolby Atmos. And on the other hand, they also decided not to include the original Stereo 2.0. I find both of these factors to be just a little annoying, but to be fair, the DTS 5.1 does sound good. The Lost Boys has always enjoyed a high energy soundtrack, and the DTS 5.1 continues the trend. As I do not own the Blu-ray with the Dolby True HD to directly compare, I feel it's safe to assume that similar results can be found just like the release of Poltergeist on 4K with that Dolby to DTS audio. The film's musical beats sometimes overpower the on-screen activity, but it's always been that way from what I can recall, and the soundtrack is prominent and comes through extremely clear. On-screen dialogue has no issues, and ambience is occasionally gauged in the rears. It's not the most immersive audio you'll encounter, but the way the front end hits you in the face you probably won't mind. The LFE has a solid presence that well represents what's happening on screen. For the picture quality, I'm going to give The Lost Boys on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray an A-. The 4K transfer will definitely please fans of the film. Colors pop visually, black levels are pretty solid, and the gains in detail are appreciable. The movie has never looked better on any home format. For the audio mix, I'm going to score this one a B+. The DTS 5.1 is a solid experience. While an Atmos upgrade would have been preferred, your home theater will definitely go through quite the workout before the end credits roll. So that is my review of The Lost Boys on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. If you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I will leave an Amazon link in the comments section. If you use it, it really helps out the channel. But if you have the disc already, let me know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.